Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
I left NYC for Istanbul. Now I bring in 164K a year. We're back to the series about leaving the States from CNBC.
Living in Istanbul has made me so much more independent.
Oh,
is
more
this
confident
this
too, you
We've seen this
Yeah,
guy. We
we've seen
reacted to
it,
him on
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
Okay.
know, walking into a store and trying to get by on my basic
So CNBC just putting YouTubers on here basically. All the digital nomad YouTubers that leave the States. Interesting.
Turkish. Merhaba.
Merhaba,
Nasılsın?
İyiyim, siz nasılsınız?
Ben deyim,
YouTube
teşekkürler. Evet. I wasn't unhappy living in the US. I was enjoying my life in New York, but I just had this insatiable hunger to see the world. Hi, I'm Doug Barnard. I'm 29 years old. I live here in beautiful Istanbul, Turkey, and in 2024, my YouTube and tourism business drove $164,000 in revenue. I think my high school class probably would be a bit surprised to see what I'm doing today. I mean, it really came out of left field. I grew up in Simsbury, Connecticut. It's a small town, about 30,000 people, farms, cows, woods. We had bears in my backyard. I never would have imagined that I'd ever end up living in a place like Istanbul or traveling to all the places that I've been lucky enough to travel to. I graduated college in 2018 and then moved immediately to New York City, where I worked for Walmart e-commerce in their corporate office. I was in charge of one product category on the website, which was cat, flea, and tick medications.
what?
Right around the time that
What?
COVID came in,
Cat-
I actually
cat
ended
what?
up being laid off from Walmart.
Cat, flea, and tick medications.
That's interesting. So
Along with hundreds of other people, huge mass layoff. I had just started a YouTube
What's
channel.
more interesting for me is that they basically assign him to only one product category. So what each product category has an assigned person, that's like a lot of people.
So what
for
does he
each-
do? Like,
I don't know what he does. Manages products, goes through. I don't know. Must be very repetitive, boring work though.
yeah,
Side hobby
yeah.
right around the time that I was laid off, and so
Hello guys. Hello everybody. Good morning guys. This is Doug.
I stopped working for Walmart in October, and I left the US on a one-way flight in January of 2021.
Just kind of wandering right now. I have no idea where I'm going.
In 2024, I made a little over $17,000 in AdSense revenue from YouTube. So obviously that's not enough to live off of, and that was one of the reasons that I decided to get into this tour side of things. I run a small sort of boutique tourism company, so we take small groups of people, usually 8 to 10 people, on cultural immersion tours in places like Iraq, Syria, Pakistan. In
So
2024, we ran
So
5
is he like a guide? So is he like?
Seems like it, yeah. Like he sells tours and then he shows people around, yeah.
tours in total. There are a few challenges that come with scaling a business, a tour company that operates mostly in the Middle East. During the summer, it's just unbearably hot, so it's a no-go. One of the other challenges can be that on the one hand, you've got these countries that get no tourists, so that it's so authentic, it's so genuine, the hospitality, everything. But on the flip side of that is they get no tourists, and so there's no real built tourism infrastructure. People usually have a certain level of discomfort with traveling to places that have certain political instability or history of recent conflict. We have had situations in the past where some certain things have escalated in the region or nearby, where we've had to make certain judgment calls. We only work with the absolute best local guides, the most well-connected, the most informed. In 2024, both segments of this business combined, the YouTube and the tour side of things, brought in $164,000 in revenue. That 2024 revenue is broken down with about $100,000 in revenue coming from the tour business and about $64,000 coming from YouTube and sponsors. And across both of those
That's
segments,
cool.
by
Like,
the end of the year,
it's
my
like
income
double
came
dip.
to about
Double dip. Like what he's doing can be recorded and then posted. And shared.
$84,000. The biggest expense on these
But his YouTube money from AdSense is kind of little. I remember his channel being pretty big though. That's
I don't know
interesting.
how they decide for him what his AdSense will be.
tours is typically paying the local guides and hotels. This is our apartment. I share it with my girlfriend, and we pay 55,000 Turkish lira a month for this place. It's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 baths, so let me show you. If you come right in this way, this is sort of the main room, living room. Got a big couch here, a TV, and I have a little desk set up with a monitor. This is where I do a lot of my
It's so
editing
interesting.
for
This is the
YouTube.
style for a main
This is-
room because it looked like a personal bedroom.
The master bedroom. The photos on the walls, actually, a lot of them I've taken with my drone through my travels, so I like to print those out on canvases whenever I can. This is the main bathroom, the one we use day to day. Toilet, we've got laundry here.
That's
and
always
shower.
interesting in
We
how
have our
overseas
second
they
bedroom.
put like the laundry room in with the bathroom. Sometimes here in the States they put the laundry room in the kitchen.
That is weirder to me than in the bathroom, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen in the States in the kitchen laundry. That is weird.
Mm-hmm.
That is weird.
Right here, we use
For us, yeah, it would be like it's either like a separate little laundry room or in the kitchen. Not the kitchen, the bathroom. Yeah.
this mostly as a guest
I think it's because it's water leaks in the bathroom. You know, it's already the bathroom is kind of designed for water, whereas like other areas of the house, they're not. You know, it might be like wood or something you don't want water leaking on. So, because the bathroom is always like tile for water. I think that's why.
room and my girlfriend's closet most of the time. And it has another bathroom right here for the guest. Heading up the stairs to the second floor. Here we've got the best part, my girlfriend Ilkay.
Merhaba.
Merhaba. And yeah, up here, the main thing is the kitchen. We've got a little half bathroom up here. Just a toilet and a sink, so that's nice to have on the upstairs. We don't have to go down.
That's interesting
And
layout.
then out here,
This is a really
one of
nice
my
apartment.
favorite parts of the apartment is this balcony or terrace. And yeah, as you can see, we're here in Kadıköy on the Asian side. Got a nice view of all the rooftops here in Kadıköy. But maybe the coolest part is that, as you guys may know, Istanbul is split between the Asian side and the European side, 2 continents. And from right here on the roof, we can actually see over to the European side. Before I got an apartment in Istanbul, my life was full-time travel. I felt this urge to find a home base, to know people, to see friends, to walk into the same coffee shop and say hello to the same barista every day.
İki tane çay alabilir miyiz lütfen?
I found myself coming back to Istanbul, Turkey
This is
again and
really
again.
wow.
It really is the perfect place for
That's
what I'm doing.
impressive.
It is pretty much the center of the world. You've got Europe, Asia, the Middle East, Africa, right there.
Pardon abi, çay ne kadar? 50 lira. Hop, o zaman 2 tane 100 lira değil mi? Tamam.
$84,000 in New York would be a very different situation. You know, it would be a bit tougher to live a similar lifestyle like the one that I live here.
All of this for the 2 of us came to 1,330 Turkish lira and shirdan thrown in on the house. Looks scarier than it tastes. It's good stuff. We go that way?
I am a short-term residence permit holder in Turkey, so it's valid for 1 year and it's renewable. I got it on my 3rd try after being rejected twice, but I really
Wow.
wanted it and luckily was finally able to
Wonder
get
why
that
he was
Turkish
rejected.
residence permit.
Turist değilim.
Maybe they needed more evidence or something. I don't know.
Değilim.
One of the nice things about learning
It could be paperwork mess up or something, you know, like the bureaucracy is always complicated.
Turkish is that it's not one of those languages that's taught all over the world. So if you speak just a few words, a lot of times people are very impressed.
Kolay gelsin.
Çok teşekkür ederim. Sen nasılsın?
İyiyim, teşekkür ederim. Siz nasılsınız?
Türkçene bayılıyorum.
Teşekkür ederim. Yavaş yavaş geliyor.
Istanbul has gotten significantly more expensive, even with the dollar conversion rate.
Here's some tuna. 329 Turkish lira. For 2
Oh,
cans.
that's a lot.
Yarım
That's
kilo
expensive.
kıyma alabilir miyiz lütfen? Teşekkürler.
That's expensive
15
too.
eggs for 124 Turkish lira.
When I first came here, $1 was worth
Eggs are
about 12
okay, I
Turkish
guess.
lira, and today, about 3 years later, $1 is 40 Turkish lira. Of course, that's a difficult situation for a lot of the local
But
people
it's like
here.
almost
So our
prices
total
I'm paying
price
in the
came
States.
to
It's more
1,011
expensive for the
Turkish
tuna.
lira.
And beef too.
One of the driving
Yeah.
factors of me living here was the cost of living. I would say that factor is pretty much removed at this point. It's not particularly cheap, but my girlfriend is here. A lot of my business is based in and around the Middle East, so the location is still amazing. I'm learning Turkish. I still like living here. The more time I spend living in Istanbul and the more people I meet and the better I get at the language, the more it feels like home. But I do believe that it's difficult to replicate that true feeling of home that you feel in the place where you came from. I think my family is proud of what I've been able to accomplish. Of course, I think they miss me. I miss them too. And they would love for me to move back just to be closer to each other. But they totally understand that this is a passion of mine and this is where I want to be in this moment. So I didn't even want to be a YouTuber per se. I just wanted to find a way to afford the lifestyle to be able to travel and see the world.
He's honest.
Interesting,
He's honest.
yeah.
He's very different from others.
It was very different from others because
Yeah.
others they just it was states were too expensive. They had student loans or whatever, and they did. Him, he said he did. It's not that he didn't like the States. He just wanted to travel. So it's a little different case. Wow, yeah, this was way more interesting than others. This was a good video because others from this channel felt like very kind of ridiculous a little bit. This one felt genuine. I enjoyed this one. He did a good job.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible.